Girls playing dodgeball, chatting. Boys. Me. Googling the answer to a question. Finding the whole answer sheet. Angry teacher. Okay, you keep talking. I'll wait. Class actually keeps talking. The teacher. This is the happiest memory in the brain. I play it every time we get said. That one time that my teacher told me that students like me are why they love to teach. Me who answered Zimbabwe. The smart kid trying to convince her the answer is 32.7. The teacher. When you stop paying attention in class for 10 seconds and now they're learning quantum physics. When your teacher moves your friend from you because you were having fun. Going back to school. Writing an essay about your time in quarantine. When your teacher hands you a book, but you realize you've already watched the movie. Teacher, why are you late? Me, there was heavy traffic. Teacher, is that my problem? Me, did I blame you? Me, teacher, everyone in the class. If one teacher can't teach all subjects, why is one child expected to study all subjects? Elementary school teachers. I don't have such weaknesses. Students, it's raining heavily now, teachers will not come. Maths teacher. Somebody's dad in the back of every homeschool Zoom call. Teacher, why do we see lightning before we hear thunder? The smart kid about to explain that light moves faster than sound. Me, who knows that the real answer is lag. Teacher, you have 5 minutes to copy everything from the whiteboard. Students. Me making the teacher talk about his life so we don't have to work. The teacher, they love me. The class when the teacher says I got 12% on my exam. Teacher, which by the way, is the highest grade in the class. We can skip school, it's not like anything is going to happen. The day you skip school. All classes go online. Lunch ladies. Schools at 100 cases. Schools at 6 million cases. Teacher, stop clicking your pens, it's very distracting. The entire class the moment she faces the board. When there is a fight at school. When mom comes to see you in your online class. Classmate, yay I got 96 on the test. Other classmate, I only got an 88. Smart kid, I got a 100. Me. Teacher, shoot we only have 20 minutes left. Me and the boys trying to waste those 20 minutes. We have several questions. Multiple choice questions be like, hammer, hammer, hammer. When you get the answer right but the teacher counts as wrong because you didn't do it her way. Math is math. When you win the Kahoot, but the teacher says everyone's a When you win the Kahoot, but the teacher says everyone's a winner. Kid with anger issues throws his chair at the strict teacher. The rest of the class. Girl shows shoulder. Teachers. 5th graders when they get punched hard, but their crush is watching. I feel nothing. Oh no, a hornet. Relax, they're more afraid of you than you are of it. I'm mean to the nice teacher because I think it makes me cool. Run. Teacher, don't write on the tables. Kids in the back. When the gym teacher joins the other team. Odin help us. But his grandma joins yours. Odin is with us. My class after convincing the teacher that there was no test. Me, how do I pay taxes? How do I get a job? How do I buy a house? School, chlorophyll makes plants green. Teacher, okay we would be learning about history today. Me who watched history of the entire world, I guess Bible words. I'm the expert here. Girls in math class. OMG algebra is so hard. I know, it's so complicated. Boys in math class. The numbers Mason, what do they mean? I hate you guys. When you sitting in class doing a quiz and you hear the class across the hall watching a movie. I'm Frankenstein's monster. You don't seem like a monster. I make my students buy $100 calculators, but don't let them use them on tests. Teacher, today we'll learn about reproduction. 13-year-olds. Teacher, write down everything written on the board. The entire class. People, look at the quiet kid, he is probably a murderer. The quiet kid who is just too afraid to talk to other people, making them feel alone and just sitting in the back hoping someone approaches them. What high schoolers looked like when I was 9. What they look like to me now. Teacher, you know I'm not an artist. The teacher. Me and the boys going to the principal's office knowing damn well we about get expelled. What I see normally. What I see at 2 AM with 4 assignments due. Power potion. The whole class. The kid who reminds the teacher about homework. The teacher. Teacher, I need you to take this up to the office. Student, yes, of course. Student on the way to the office. Gotta go slow. Getting good grades in school doesn't mean you're intelligent. What if math teachers are pirates and they are using us to find X so they can find a secret treasure? The extrovert presenting our project. Me and introvert who did all the work. Me after I raise my hand in a class thinking I know the answer but end up being totally wrong. Me after taking all of my exams in a restaurant because the customer is always right. Sometimes I stagger even myself with my genius. Please submit your essay. Here you go, teacher. A few minutes later. My heart. What's wrong, teacher? Kindergarten me when the teacher says it's draw time and you whip out your 196 Crayola pack. College students trying to invite each other over for dinner. Kevin will be making his famous rice. Teachers, being a streamer or YouTuber isn't a real job. Teachers now. Teacher, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Student, okay, but how do I pay taxes? The teacher, did I stutter? Teacher, did everyone understand? Class, no, what? I didn't understand. No, yes. Teacher, okay, we will move on then. The teacher when the class is reading To Kill a Mockingbird and he picks the slow kid to read the page with the N-word. I doubt that you can comprehend the power that is within your grasp. When the teacher is explaining it just for you for the 96,746th time, but you still don't understand a single bit. When the quiet kid starts yelling in his made-up language and then the desks start floating. Teacher, things she didn't explain during the lessons. Test. High school movie, new college girl, drops books. Main character. Math teachers when they need to come up with an example of fractions. Pizza time. Schools when there's an inch of snow. Schools when there's a contagious deadly virus. Teacher saying they are a teenager at heart. Students. My teacher putting a meme in the presentation to make it less boring. Me laughing really hard because the teacher probably worked really hard to make it. Students, the pizza party is terrible. The teacher who bought everything with her own money while making little money with lots of debt from college. Me, about to go back to school tomorrow. Thanks guys. My online friends. Happiness. Free time. Video games. Good movies. Sleep. So long. Partner. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. Me, ignoring my homework. Intel's jank. Teacher, copy these notes carefully, they will be on the test. Literally 2 seconds later. When you're the first to finish the test, but you get a 30%. English teacher, you learned English very well because of me. Memes, music, movies. Games. 4th grade me throws a snowball at my friend. The teacher on recess duty. Did you ever hear the tragedy of the snowball with a rock in it? Me wearing a pink shirt. 6th graders. The US school system. Do you have depression and anxiety? Me entering middle school. No. Would you like to? Teachers. Babe, it's 7 AM. Time for your 13 new assignments and 30-minute video lecture. Students doing online school. Yes, honey. Tables when school start. Tables at the end of the year. A solid 15 minutes of useless information. Schools. Are you kidding me? That's insultingly low. The news. Depression has significantly increased in high school students. The school trying to find out who's causing it. Teacher's copy. What she gives for you. Me. Pulls out phone in class. My teacher is for me. Teacher makes a mistake while teaching. Me corrects her mistake. Teacher, actually, I made that mistake on purpose to see if anyone would be smart enough to correct me. Me. 8 years old me seeing letters in match. 15 years old me seeing numbers in math. Girls on the school trip. Boys. When you don't go to class, but your group puts your name in the project.